You know, am I all right? Let me see something. What are we doing on the Young Twitch and Young Kick? Still got the wrong number. This is episode 20 of 2 trillion. Only God knows if I ever beat this damn game. I am woefully underpowered because I haven't been playing the game at all. 2, when I have not been trying to do a completionist, get everything, and so I don't even have everything I should have by this point in the game. Oh well. Is what it is. Hey, Sentient, appreciate you being here. The plan is now Monday to drop the album and then hopefully have it up. Hopefully by the end of this weekend I got everything done for everything. And to have a version of it on Bandcamp, YouTube, and a website, and then the date for the Spotify. So that's Jesus. This is a little bit loud. So that's the Ho Hey Retro Richard. Let me see. Is this too? Okay. Let me turn this down a little bit, and then turn it down for me a little bit. As far as conversation, I don't know what do you want to talk about? Like, I don't really know what's hot in these streets. Still have not heard. Have you checked out? We were ranking women by race. I forgot about that because we're trying to get canceled before we ever get on. Did you ever check out the Mobb Deep? And if so, what were your thoughts? No, shout out to, if we're gonna do, we'll go Asian women, right? Shout out to Lucy Liu. Triple extra OG Lucy Liu. Not just for, I don't remember what she was really famous for, but Kill Bill. I remember her in fucking Kill Bill was kind of lit. Kill Bill was an underrated movie. Like, I think because when you look at Tarantino movies, he has better movies than Kill Bill, and it kind of was in the middle. So you kind of forget how big Kill Bill was, especially that first one, which to me is my favorite of the two. Nina Lynn. I don't know who Nina Lynn is, but to be honest. And I'm not saying maybe she's huge. I don't know. And then you got all the K-pop girls. I don't know who all these girls are, right? And you might be like, well, you sent me 100 memes on there. Like, you probably have. I'm not saying you haven't. I just don't. Ain't somebody I just immediately know. Oh, no, I don't like her. See, I thought it was one of those chicks you keep sending me. I don't really like her. She kind of annoys me. You can put her in your Hall of Fame. She's not going to mine. But OG Lucy Liu is definitely goated. Asian persuasion. Hey, Fizz. Nah, no K-pop girls. I mean, I guess she's kind of funny. No Aquafina. Somebody mentioned her last time. I think it was. Nah. But yeah, Lucy Liu. I'm trying to think of some other girls. You know who I do like? What's her name? She was on the Disney Channel, and then I think she did that fucking what the fuck was that shit called? The Social Network. Oh, did I already do this? I did. What am I doing? What's her name? Brenda Song. But well, yeah, you got a soft spot for the Bronx. You said you even put girl. Is Ice Spice still around, by the way, or is she back? Is she back in on Fordham Road? But Brenda's song, I'll put at least a nominee. I don't know if she makes it, but shout out to Brenda's song. And she was on a bunch of Disney stuff, and I think that was her in Social Network, setting shit on fire, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I saw that movie. I don't know. I mean, Can you be in there? Whoa, what are we talking about now? Back to Final Fantasy, yes. Yes, man. You know, I'm a bit lost. Oops, I think I'm going the wrong way. She does sound Bronx as fuck. Yeah, I guess you got the Bronx accent. EO Sky, shout out to EO Sky, shout out to Oscar, shout out to a lot of the Joshi, shout out to Joshi Wrestling in general. Okay, outside. Okay. Did this thing, I have to plug it in. What was I plugging it in for? Shout Mina, shout EO Sky. Mina, I mean, I guess Mina. Like, Mina's not one of my favorite wrestlers. I mean, she's cute and all, but okay, what was I doing here? What did that do? I wish I had detective vision to remember what the hell that did. No K-pop chicks, fair enough. I'm not going back there to fight these fuckers. I'm going the wrong way. I am so lost on what to do. Tifa Arkham Knight mod. I know they wanted her to be in something, I think Tekken, but I don't think it's to be. Okay, well, she got something to fight. That's always a good indication. Nice rice blend things. They all not. They ain't sound the same. Oh no, shit! Turn this to frogs. Okay. This is honestly a ridiculous concept. I don't know why I ever agreed to the Hall of Fame of women by race. But here we are. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's weekend? How's everybody's October? This year's almost over. 2020, big 2026. Coming for that ass, like Big Dick Randy. How is everybody doing in the end of 2025? Any quote unquote New Year's resolutions, if anyone does that sort of thing? I know it's, you know, a little early, but only got what? 68 days left in the year, something like that? Year's almost over. Hall of Fame Indians doesn't exist, damn. The bigotry. But yeah, the year's almost over, man. At least I finally don't have a year, you know. Well, let me get everything live first, because Lord knows, with my luck, my fucking computer will blow up tomorrow, right? Everything will, and I'll have to figure some other way to release shit. But as it stands, I will at least have something released this year, which is cool. Hopefully 2 projects. That's the goal. You know, one is gonna be super late, but still, you know, anyone with any big plans for 2026, new NXT North American Champion or IWGP Junior Heavyweight, shit, if you can get either by the end of next year, I would consider that an accomplishment. If you can get any championship from any federation by the end of next year, I would consider that an accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, you know, keep your goals high. Okay, there's got to be a way out of this bitch. I should have my phone with me. fucking. Wait, no, something. Jeep Bunny. There's some pretty Indian girls. There's some pretty Indian girls. I'm not just talking, you know, you can't just go for like one of the random Indian aunties, but there's a couple pretty Indian chicks. Maybe I was just supposed to put that thing down. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. That's what we're going to assume, and then we're going to try to find another way. But actually, no. This is what we're going to do. We're going to fucking YouTube. What is this shit called? Ganaga? This is the one thing I hate about this game. I don't, I'm like always lost. So, sorry about that. Oh my God. I just want to get through this. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what the hell. Oh, sheesh. How to get through this? And I should have. I just thought, I'll just pick up the game and start playing. And I'm like fucking confused already. Okay, Jesus. Hopefully this fucking guide me. It's fucking nonsense.
If you have tried multiple.
Jesus Christ. Alright. Sorry. Can I do this? What's this shit? I should have just did a normal stream instead of this. Now I feel like oh shit. I'm just looking at okay, this is where I was last. Okay. How do I do that? Sorry, all right, now I'm finally looking up what the fuck to do, hopefully. Fucking obnoxious game. Okay. I think I did some of this stuff. So I'm looking at a different screen. I'm off screen looking at the thing. Thank you for anyone joining and putting up with this crap. I apologize. I sincerely apologize. This is not these streams are not known for their professionalism, so I sincerely apologize. I'm still fucking lost. Okay, is this where I'm at? I think so. Yep. Okay. Alright, they are where I'm at, so I'm a few minutes away from figuring out where the fuck to go. It's just annoying the shit out of me. Jesus, this game is so elongated. Pause. Okay. And all that was just to go up here. Jesus Christ. Okay. I think. Oh shit. Alright. Okay, I can stop watching this. Okay, stop.
Contact. Don't let him escape.
That's right. We did this last time. And died and just got tired. Jesus Christ. That was stressful for nothing. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, I can't see the chat. I'm kind of embarrassed. All right.
So it's my turn? This one's for you! Here it comes! One more shot! You can do it!
I'm ready, whatever.
Anything cool? Art of War? She's more powerful. Shit. Sorry, I'm about to get back to checking out what you guys are talking about in a second. Oh, son of a- All right, finally, after all that shit. I am not OF going in. Now, the weed, yes. Gambling, I guess technically because of fantasy football, but I'm not like a degenerate hardcore gambler. Looking up OF. I am not looking up OF. Which one of these three are flying over the studio? Lay down some vocals. Jeez. Stop. Heard Zeus and what was Zeus is here? Where's Zeus? I could put him on screen, I guess, if he shows up. Zeus? Hopefully I didn't leave him outside, because that would suck. Dark side, well, the snow side. No, I'm good. I do want to start dropping projects, not just obviously this one, but like have, like that's when I'm gonna really feel. All right, I have multiple released projects. That's when I will feel like I have accomplished something in my life. And that's when this will be a success. Until then, it's like, and I'm already kind of worried about follow-up projects. And, I mean, nobody even heard this shit yet. Y'all have. If you were on the one stream where I played some of it. Just worried about it being good. Like I'm already. Well, first now the focus is on the second project. Worrying about that. Each project's got to have its own focus. But even the ones after that, I just want the shit to be dope, man. I just want to make dope. That's all. I can't control shit else, right? I can't even really control. I only got so much control over the quality because I only got so much knowledge as far as sound quality, and I only got the resources I have to mix stuff. Or the people I know, using Fiverr and using whatever else to get something mixed. Even though I think the dude did a pretty decent job for what he, could have been better. I'm sure he was doing better than what I was gonna provide. So it's worth the money. I'm not worried about Bad Boy Records, but the only thing I can control is the dopeness. I want it to be like, 10, 15 years from now, when I let somebody hear it, like, man, that shit was dope. Man, what the fuck? Yo, you was really cold at this shit. Oh yeah, I got a whole tons of shit on my Spotify and shit. True. It's a good way of looking at it. Or, people talk about baseball, which is even harder now. I mean, the way, because they didn't optimize the pitcher. So, you say, well, if you can do baseball, if you can hit 3 out of 10 times, you're a Hall of Famer. Shit, if you can hit 2.5 out of 10 times at this point, you can go in the Hall of Fame. And like you said, 42%, that's not even 50%. Now, obviously, it's incredible for shooting. But that's not really shit for what we think of life. So you don't want to have your standards too crazy. Gotta be consistent and make shit fucking every day, yeah. Gotta at least do something. Oh shit, I'm getting lit up. No! We about to die here. After all that. Oh, damn, she's good. No, we're not. I asked for you earlier, you just dipped out on me. Monster Hunter? There you go, RCC. I don't think I have played Monster Hunter. You might be able to hear him walking, you might not. He did walk in. Okay, somebody heal this shit. It's okay, puppy. So he was just whining. Or not whining, but just groaning or something.
Pull yourself together.
Yeah, you're a testament to staying consistent, honestly. Cause you got all that shit on your Wattpad. You got thousands of views and shit. You got multiple storylines, multiple projects, including original stuff. 5 to 6K, 0 negative feedback. Well, I mean, you had a few weirdos who gave you feedback about Tim Drake being straight. So I wouldn't say 0, but I get what you're saying. On the actual writing, I don't think you got much. But yeah, there was a few. I remember that. That don't count. It shouldn't count. No, I wouldn't count that either, honestly. But I just remember it. Shout out to Tim Drake, Drizzy Rogers. Speaking of Drake, shout out to suing UMG. It didn't go, you know, I wasn't interested in that lawsuit as a beef thing. I know a lot of people are still, because we just got such a hype beast. As far as the mainstream fandom of hip hop, it's so hype beast based. They literally don't care about music. They just care about personality. It's wrestling for them, and that's fine. I like regular pro wrestling, so I'm not gonna get mad. But I didn't really give a shit about that beef. I did give a shit about the pay for play and the payola finally having some legal precedent on it, and putting some of that shit to legal standard. You know what I mean? I think you know what though? A lot of people are aware of the unfairness of the industry, even as fans. And a lot of commentators, I mean, again, they don't really give a shit. They just want to see that the wrestlers they like, you know what I mean, in matches. Gay Tim Drake. He wasn't gay until 2023. Yeah. And you're right. That's why people don't listen to new music. You know, I just talked about the whole Taylor Swift, and that whole gimmick was just her meta. You know, that's the thing. The meta sells in music, and that was what music has wanted the whole past 25 years. They've been priming fans to buy metas and to buy stories and to buy everything else but the music, buy images, buy storylines in people's lives. That's why to this day, you know, they set people up with certain people. That's what you're supposed to buy. Like you do see, at least in hip hop, there is the true fan. You know, that Mobb Deep. You know, if you're a hip hop fan, especially you're just a bars, beats, and rhymes fan. I mean, there's so much you could get from a modern hip hop. There's so many artists. You know, screw the Clips and Mobb Deep. What about the Guy Fahim and Bodie James? And there's just so much. You're like a kid in a candy store. You're always getting good music. So, and shout out to Nicholas Craven. Both kind of Nicholas Craven produce art. Well, I guess, you know, a lot of these people produce a lot of music. But you know what I'm saying? There's so many, and that's just a couple off the top. I'm sure Cinch could probably even go deeper than that. So, from one regard, you're getting a lot of really good music, and then there's still that, well, we want storylines. But I still had an interest in that lawsuit just to see, okay, you know, we shouldn't live in a place where you need to pay millions in a viral era. Why do you still need to pay millions of dollars just to get a number one hit maybe, but like you should be able to operate. I get you got to put something towards marketing, but you should not have to spend so much with marketing. Or, I mean, you know, I didn't know who this guy Dax was, honestly, until I started discovering his fucking, you know, the weird laugh at him thing where he just makes a fool of himself. It's like, that's not cool. You got to just make a fool of yourself and be a fucking clown man just to get attention. It's like, yeah, people told stories about and beefs inside the songs, and people wanted to hear the songs for the beefs, and people actually cared about the music. Yeah, Pepper's Farm remembers. That's what she said. And you know, there's still a healthy fan base that's like that. It just sucks that so many of the quote-unquote culture, I knew that was it. We're probably going to die here, but we'll figure something out. I'm gonna just die. Well, hey, I show speed. You gonna be retired. and the gimmick and had kids and people are gonna remember being a fool and stuff. But yeah, people are gonna remember. People are not gonna even remember that how fast he actually is. Like he's raced people. Like he's raced NFL players and beaten them. I'm like, holy shit, he actually is fast. I had no clue he actually, you know, his name is Speed. I think that's a nickname. It turns out the motherfucker actually fast. I was a little kid when Swift got famous. If someone did her gimmick, nah, I wouldn't be successful. Nah, I think. I mean, Sabrina Carpenter's kind of trying, but I don't think she's as successful. I don't think she's as successful as like Billie Eilish was. Cause I was so pissed. I keep seeing this fucker, and I'm like, I'm just angry. I'm just mad that this is what's hot. I'm just hating. Shit. Hey, Cotton. You know, has you as Padre Algodon. So I'm just hating. Nah, knowing clowning shit is always short-lived. Because you told people, look for you. The buffoonery, not your music. It's a dumb strategy, yeah. It long-term, it doesn't work.
We gotta keep
She just
moving.
want...
Come on.
Oh, the word gimmick is. I don't know what her gimmick. I guess she's like a slut. Like, but I mean, it's like that's not a gimmick. Like, especially in the big 2025, it's like you need something more original than that, don't you? Like that's not shocking anymore. Like none of this is shocking. I don't know who it's for. And boy, is that music, that sound is generic. Like. That's what strikes me. Like, I wasn't a big Lady Gaga fan either, but there was something sonically going on that was different. It had some of that dance, electro pop sound, and it was something different when she first came out. And it was like, okay, it's not just the image and the gimmickry. Sonically, something is new with this individual. I mean, not new, but just original or different from what was going on at the time. And like when I hear Sabrina Carpenter's music, it's just like, whoo, this shit sounds like, you know, a bank commercial, man. It sounds like a legit bank commercial. Like, who is this for? How, like, who wants this?
My sweet child. Locking a person's physical appearance is tacky.
You don't have to play it. 232 million people have seen it.
Instead, I'll simply carve you all into pieces.
Since her song, the Stargirl Pulse, that's the most. I think she was a Nickelodeon or kid. And that's a big part of her fan base. And they've been running that gimmick since Britney Spears and Christina. You grow up with them as a girl. Now they go through their slut phase, and then they grow up when they've grown up, and you know, she'll go through her feminist. It was all men's fault phase. You know, next 2 or 3 years. Just like, you know, Taylor Swift is going to get divorced, and she'll get some of her fans back. That'll be her comeback. Oh, she's back to what she once was once she gets a divorce. So I mean, that's the. That's how that works. Oh, is it Disney? Nickelodeon, Disney, you know. Tomato. Same difference. Jeez, wrapped up. Shit.
Gotta stick it out till the end.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Whoa. What she say? No, I know what she said. I'm being facetious.
Here goes. That's it.
Jesus.
I want a moving target. I can't do all. Let's go.
I don't know if I can. Might be 200 level. And underskilled. for how underleveled. Like, the game is such that if you're skilled enough, you can still win if you're underleveled. But nah, I can't. Not my trash ass. Shit. Let's see.
Good to go. I'm wide awake now.
Album's called Man Best Friend. Boring Corporal Slop with a different meat. Yeah. I saw the cover and it's her like bent down in front of a dude, like she's giving him head or something. Like, what the fuck is this?
Don't worry, I can handle this.
No, you can't.
What fun!
Told you you
To return yet.
can't. Looking like, yeah, I'm looking like Rudy Gobert of the game, and we do not have the same turnout we had a couple days ago. It was like 20 people in here watching me. Silently, only 5 people here. Thank you for joining me. Sorry if I missed your comment. It got off to a rocky ass start. Me just trying to figure out where to go, and the answer was, of course, straight. They say milking a Minotaur on the cover. Fair enough. Milking a Minotaur sounds crazy, but I don't know, man. It could always be worse. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Buy some of these. Keep dying. Oh, Lil Nas X. I forgot he existed. Boy, howdy. See, that's another thing. They run through these artists so quick at the mainstream level. Like, fuck. Remember when he was the biggest, most controversial artist going? That was like 3 or 4 years ago. It's like he didn't exist the whole time now. Like, what the fuck? What happened to him? What happened to Lil Nas X? Hey, Brandon Hollow. What do you think about oh shit, what do you think about yesterday's game? The Unk Fest. Fuck the Texans for now. Pause. But the damn Steelers and Bengals. Joe Flacco partying like it's 2009. People forget Lil Nas X. Yep, after they found out he was faking he's homosexual. Which I don't even know if everybody found out. But it got enough news, they just tossed him away. Just like whatever happened to Sexy Red, she's gone. Cause she became self-aware and said, you know what, I think they just grabbed some random ratchet girl off the street who didn't know no better and just gave her a bunch of attention. It just gave me, it just happened to be me. But I don't think this, she got self-aware of what she was, and then like, all right, you got to go too. Yeah, the Unk Fest was glorious. Shout out to Joe Flacco. Shout out to Mike Tomlin getting fired. I don't see how he lasts after this year, man. Because that defense is trash, bro. I know it was Jamar Chase, but, bro, they threw it to him like 15, 20 times. What, did they literally throw it to him 20 times? They literally threw this to this man 20 motherfucking times, almost. And they didn't stop damn one of them. He had to drop some, maybe 2 AFC North. I think the Bengals, that whole offense looks so much better with Flacco. Try Dark Forces. IG Live with a chick in his bed. Said it was the best friend. Yeah, they found out he was straight. They just got rid of him. He looks old, but he can still throw the ball. So can fucking fucking Aaron Rodgers. That Hail Mary, he almost hit it. He threw the ball like 70, 80 yards in the air. Flacco looks like he can get the ball to Jamar Chase, something that Jake Browning couldn't do. And that's secondary. That's the biggest issue. I don't know how good the Bengals are, but I know how good we can just skip it to me getting my ass whooped. I know how good the fucking Steelers are not, man. That defense, and that's the highest paid defense in the league with a supposed defensive coach. Man, I think Mike Tomlin's not long for this world as a head coach. At least not for the Steelers. I think they got to get rid of him, man. That don't make no sense. that you got all this talent at pass rush, you can't get to a statue with a bad offense. You know, the Bengals ain't got no elite offensive line, but for some reason you still couldn't get your pass rush going. Like, what is going on? So yeah, I don't know. Look like a yeah. It looked like he didn't really try on the Hail Mary. They were. I don't think he thought Aaron Rodgers could get it there, and he obviously could. I think he kind of took. And DK didn't really look that great that game. I mean, he had a few plays. There was like a one throw to him that was pretty good. Tyler should go to the Browns. Oh man, that's a fate worse than death. For years, I kept saying he needs to go to Jacksonville, but now they got a coach with was Liam Cohen, so he didn't fuck that up. I don't know where there is for him to go. Steelers defense, yeah, Steelers defense looks terrible. Oh, Jesus, when I die. Oh, can you build up your meter?
Sorry. Here I go. Get lost. This will be quite. Let me handle this. Sure. However I can help.
Okay, Hill.
Okay.
Yeah. Sheesh. Oh, limit break. Cool.
You had to go and wake the beast. Little. All right. I got it. Come on. Get it together, you three. Go on! Bring it! Die already! So it's my turn? This one's for you!
Sheesh.
Up to you now. Gotta do something. Can you watch yourself? Do you think this is funny? That hit. Get lost! Good to go.
Are the Browns' draft away from Chase Higgins to Chase Higgins, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins? No, the Browns are further along away from that. Oops, the Browns. They gotta listen. I don't know what it takes. The Lions were able to kind of have a franchise rebirth. Shit, that's what they need. They have, and it's a few of these franchises, man. That's just like, listen, you can blame the quarterback all you want, the Jets. You can blame whoever, but it doesn't seem like it matters what happens. It seems like you're the common denominator. We seen Baker was the only one that could win something in the Browns, and they got rid of him for Deshaun. He needs a massage Watson. That was their decision. You know what I'm saying? Nobody put a gun in their head, told them to do that. That's what they wanted to do. And you know, I think quarterbacks have been overvalued. We're starting to kind of realize, okay, quarterbacks are only as good as the team around them. So if you're not going to build a good team around them, you shouldn't even be worried about a quarterback. Yet Cleveland's been doing the opposite. They keep trying. Well, once we draft the quarterback, then we'll build the team. No, build the team first, and then you don't need to have a top quarterback. But instead, you have years where you're fucking drafting 2 quarterbacks in the draft, and you know you're doing all this weird shit with Shador. Like, you drafted him, guy. Like, if you don't want him on your team, then cut him. If you're not going to cut him and you're just trying to get jersey sales, then you're not even fucking serious. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it boils down to. Is a lot of these owners are not really serious. They just want to profit. They don't really want to build a winning team. They just want to. They get built-in profit. I think the Cleveland has a new stadium coming up. That's all they really care about. They don't really care to do the work to actually build a team. And so it's like, man, that's not, you know, what is everyone else supposed to do with this shit? That's the only thing they had that they don't. Yeah, and then I guess technically because Trey Hendrickson was out. Well, Chase Brown, too. He's a solid running back. And not Chase. I keep saying Chase. I'm messing up everyone. Trey Hendrickson. I'm just combining all these fucking Bengal names together. Hendrickson was out, so in a way, you're not wrong. But I think it's deeper than that now. Because honestly, I don't know that the Bengals are going to continue all the success. We'll see. They need to play a decent defense first before I'm even willing to think about that. But I just think they need, you know, and you know what, the Browns had they actually have a good defense.
Can you take over for me? Just hang on. I'm coming. Oh, that door is
Be back later, gay rugby, anything? No worries. Shit, well, I'm dead anyway.
calling to me. I know you.
Hey, question. Travis Hunter. He's out here. He's doing good, but not elite. He's good at both. Because his whole gimmick is he plays two positions. He plays on offense and defense. He's good at both positions, not great at either. And we'll see how long that lasts. It looks like they're going to use him more as a receiver, though. We haven't heard anything from his wife. Like you said, she's pregnant with a teammate's baby, so she's too busy. And I will say one thing I keep seeing is you start to see more people wonder about all these damn upsets we keep having. Appreciate you being here, question. Wondering if the leagues are rigged, which y'all know I believe sports to be rigged. And I don't even think, I mean, considering that ESPN is partially owned by the NFL as of this day. Well, I'm not sure if it's official, but the deal has been closed. It takes a while for the government to approve shit like this. But the NFL is partially owned by ESPN, which also has a sports book company called ESPN Bet. And people are starting to notice that ESPN is leading people into, oh, this is a can't miss game. And, oh, you know, they're really pushing the favorites even harder than before. And so you have a situation where just by the fact that there's technically one guided interest for ESPN to convince you, okay, this favorite in a given game is can't miss.
Stay strong, okay?
And then you bet the favorite, and then, oh, it's an upset. Who would have thought this is coming? It's like, well, if I didn't listen to you, and I don't watch ESPN, so I'm not getting really got by this, but it's like they are definitely selling people dreams on these games with their coverage of the game, and then you're getting a result counter to what they present as the conventional wisdom. So you are starting to see people online say, wait a second, what the fuck is going on here? Yes, they've had a gambling part of the show for a while. That even before they had their own gambling service. So now that they have their own gambling service and they have gambling, it's just like, you know, to me it's harder to believe that there's nothing going on. That's what's harder to believe. Because it's like, well, obviously something's going on, right? There's obviously something going on with ESPN. And granted, you know, even within the NBA, while they don't have the ownership gimmick, they still have huge deals with the NBA and all these leagues. So all these sports leagues, they have incentive to push you into gambling. And I mean, listen, if you're on Instagram, there's even NBA on TNT had a gambling section. See, there's an account that goes by the referees. It gives you the gambling statistics based on that referee and based on the situation of the game. And, you know, it's not perfect because it's just a regular person's account and they just use AI to make it seem like it's the actual commissioner. It's not perfect by any means, but it hits. It hits a lot more than it doesn't. And that's just using the referee. They learn the pregame referees. They look at the statistics. When this referee, how does the home team do? How does the favorites do? How do certain referees have more upsets than others? Certain referees, the favorites do better, and you realize, you know, that's arguably enough to rig the game just off of a referee's patterns. Let alone if they actually make a call on certain plays. And I know there was a lot of. Speaking of my Lions, a lot of wondering about. Oops, we did. No. What am I doing? A lot wondering about some of the calls in that game. Jinx, I win. Yeah, it's the fault. Yeah, you both are right. It's the fault of the consumer. It's the fault of the consumer not. You know, if you don't know by now, it's because you don't want to know. A lot of people don't want to know. A lot of people want to buy in to the, you know, to the game, so to speak. They want to buy in. And it's just so much money being made from gambling. And that toothpaste ain't going back in the tube either, man. You're not going to have, you know, gambling outlawed or anything like that.
Crap! We gotta keep moving. Come on.
I don't know how many of these before I might check a playthrough or follow through on this fucking boss. But yeah, I totally believe. I mean, shit. There's people who even think if you do fancy football, that some of it's rigged, man. And sometimes it feels that way, man. Sometimes it feels that way. Could they be, you know, telling certain players that maybe are healthy that they're injured? Hey, bro, you're going to have to be injured for this game because too many people depending on you on the fantasy football teams. And I'm not even in a paid league, though. They know. Well, I lie. I'm in 2 paid leagues and 4 free leagues. But even the shit that goes on in the free leagues. And actually, I'm only in 1 officially paid league. The other leagues are informally. The other league I'm in is informally paid. It's just we doing it ourselves. We're not letting them manage the money. I'm actually managing the money, believe it or not. But they know that leagues like that exist, so they're still gonna fuck with. And a lot of people, you know, if you're a parlay person, it just seems like certain parlays you put it together, it just doesn't hit. Now, unless you're betting on fucking Angel Reese to miss her first shot, I wouldn't gamble. Now that seems to keep paying out. Angel Reese missing. Though she's made it a couple times. But unless you're gambling on something that's pretty sure like that, I wouldn't gamble. And I wouldn't gamble overall. Put your money in the S&P 500. Or, you know, bet on the evil empire. Bet on Palantir. You know what I mean? I know it sucks because they're evil and shit. You know, try to follow. I would say the best use of your money is probably I wouldn't even say crypto. I would just say stock. Crypto, they have, you never know when those massive crashes are going to happen. They are going to happen. They just had one. Now, granted, I would say those crashes are the best time to buy. If you are going to get into them, those are when. But I would say stock. And of course, stock is not a guarantee either. Nothing is. Nothing in this world is guaranteed. But, you know, S&P 500 is probably, if you're going to gamble, that's the safest bet you're going to get is S&P. If I can dodge that, that'll help me out a lot. Jeez. Got 400 off Angel Reese. I would say Angel Reese is the safest bet in sports right now. I'm surprised they didn't even let her play. You only bet on Pop Warner games. I did see that Sue LeBron for that, was it Hennessy commercial? Or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, that would be the only thing I gamble. Which I don't gamble. I do not like, I do this fantasy football thing. That's kind of fun. But this losing is fun, man. I'm sick of feeling stressed you can't even enjoy the fucking game. Cause you're worried about you can't enjoy an individual game because you wonder, I hope my guy does this and this guy doesn't. So I'm just sick of this shit. I'm like legit sick of this shit. So I wouldn't even recommend that, man. I would recommend if you want to bet on Angel Reese, like simple, obvious shit, like honestly, WNBA unders are probably the best thing to bet. I know if you're gonna bet. To go to the horse track. Yeah, you are close to 4K. You're gonna hit 10K. Question on the Insta scam. You're gonna hit 10K. And it looks like you inspired the whole Justice League to get on IG. And are you keeping up with DC? Whatever the hell's going on with that? It looks like, speaking of being on IG, Zack Snyder's on IG. I was thinking about making a video out, while I'm not a big fan of James Gunn, I'm not necessarily looking for Zack Snyder either. Because there seems to be this contingent. A lot of people who want James Gunn to fail, they just want Zack Snyder to take over. It's like, that's not. Might do IRL content? Oh, man. Yeah, you should, if you can. She does 2 moves, I'm dead. And I can't even recharge my fucking battle meter quick enough to fucking try to heal. I don't know if I can beat this motherfucker. Andy is getting hit by trains? Dark. Didn't know that was a thing. What the fuck? Holy shit! Yeah, I'm leave Live Leak alone, Cotton. I'm gonna leave that alone. That's the last thing you see. You got your whole outfit, just not a good camera. Go out all the time. People want pictures with you. You can get like a cheap camera, can't you? You got cheaper cameras, or I mean, shit, just use the LG cheap camera phone. Fuck it.
Fight's not over yet.
Man, I'm getting wiped. You said Rudy Gobert. I don't think this is not even Rudy Gobert. This is Brooklyn KG type shit. Brooklyn Paul Pierce type shit. We just looking at a touch. Sorry guys, I gotta look at a tutorial. This is a mess. Another funny Indians get hit by train. I did not know Indians get hit by trains were a thing. Cotton. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. What the hell is this thing even called? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. So I gotta find a tutorial. Maybe I can just watch it for everybody.
Has a huge variety of bosses with tons of different ways to defeat them. Today, we're going to be taking on...
Okay, let's, because I'm getting wiped. Let's see if we can figure some of this shit out. Hold on. Alrighty.
Scarlet and her new Crimson Mar MK2. From here on out, we're simply just going to say Scarlet to make it easy. So, we here at Direct Gaming are going to show you how to actually counter and avoid all of the moves that she's going to throw at you, then show a full playthrough of the boss. Little warning right now, this one can be long. Now, in this battle, you get to play as only the girls this time around. Last boss was all the guys, now it's all the girls. So, make sure you give the members the materia that they need for the battle. I kind of forgot to give Tifa a couple of materia I should have. If you have not been using characters like Yuffie, for example, then don't forget to also update her skills at the vending machines next to the benches. Right away, like every new battle, get an ATB bar filled so we can scan the boss. Remember as well that after scanning, if you need to look at the boss info, simply hit the touchpad and you can see the info again as long as you scanned it once. Right side is going to show you the weaknesses and immunities. Obasan here is weak to thunder. You know, since she's in the giant mech. Shocker, I know. On the left side, look for the highlighted text showing you how to pressure and stagger the boss. To pressure her, you're going to need to first target the arms, then target Scarlet, thus pressuring the battle armor. Yeah, like I said, this is going to be a long one. Now, I won't lie, this battle took a long time my first time through, which will be in the full playthrough. Timestamp down below. So, I am not sure if taking out the arms is worth it or just simply straight damage would be better, but since taking out the arms is what allows you to then target Scarlet to then pressure the boss to then stagger faster, I'm assuming yes. But let me know in the comments below after you've beaten the boss and what difficulty you went on, as we are playing on normal here. Alright, moves to watch out for in the first half. Scarlet's mech is pretty fast since it can fly around, so watch out for even its basic swipe attacks with its blades on its hands. Execution... See what the game did there with the X and the shape of the attack? Anyway, execution is a charge type attack. Now, even though I barely do it in the B-roll, you can time your blocks well and just simply perfect block most of these attacks right here. Spinning thrust is exactly as it sounds. Scarlet will spin the mech and charge at you. Tifa and Yuffie can dodge around this pretty easily. If you're using Aerith at the time that this attack happens, try to have a ward somewhere else around the arena so you can simply teleport to it. One ability I highly recommend is Yuffie's ninjutsu, but changing it to lightning. So use lightning ninjutsu, then you can throw your shuriken at the boss with triangle, then simply spam square attack to deal damage that has lightning imbued in it to do extra damage. Okay. Barrier is 100% recommended for Tifa, as she needs to get up close and personal with the boss, and the attacks as of right now for this half of the battle are all physical and not magic. As stated in the scan, once you take out both arms, you can finally target Scarlet to then pressure the boss, so things like fire are going to work great here. After a little time, don't worry, you're not going to stagger the boss here, Scarlet will bring down 2 new arms that focus on long-range attacks called Mako Cannons. These include Basic Blast and a beam type move that can be blocked or perfect blocked, Rotating Rail Laser. This is a spinning laser attack that if you block it at the right time, just like moves beforehand, you can avoid all the damage. Air's Limit Break can also be very helpful here for when a big attack is coming your way. Then, once you finally stagger her, go in for the big attacks. Synergy abilities, you name it. After the stagger phase ends, Scarlet will get these giant drill-like arms that can deal big damage if you're not very careful. Some of these new moves include Impact Drive, which is kind of like a basic punch-like attack, Impact Eruption, which is an area and effect move that you need to get out of the way to avoid the damage, seeing as it's unblockable. Scarlet will also detach these arms sometimes and turn them into rocket arms. You need to be ready to block or dodge these, but only at the last second, since Scarlet flies away out of range and there's no point in trying to attack her. Like I said, this battle can be very long, but you simply need to keep up the attacks, make sure you're targeting the arms, then go for her after both arms are destroyed. Then just keep the attacks going until you finally take this boss down. Now, here's a full run of the boss fight sped up a tad to show you how to take down Scarlet's Crimson.
Okay, we're not about to do all that. The main gimmick, I guess, is try to take out the arms first. So we'll try that. We'll try that and hope for the fucking best. What the fuck else we gonna do, right? Take out the arms. I don't fucking know. No interest in creepy gun either. Every other person in your videos are actual people and voice actors. That's pretty dope. The actual hunters will kill you. That's what's up. Hunters look alike. Says she'll kill you. That's funny. You use the voice mod. Yeah, oh yeah. But yeah, the gun, it looks like he might, or I shouldn't say he's going to be fired. It looks like if Paramount buys DC, they are planning on firing him. That's the real rumor. But there's no guarantee that Paramount's going to buy him. There's no guarantee who's going to buy DC. Because apparently a bunch of people are interested. It's not just, at first I thought it was just Paramount and Netflix, but it looks like on top of them, Amazon and who else? A couple other parties are interested in throwing their hats in. So, oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it didn't. Listen, man. Shout out to some of the Snyderverse. It wasn't all bad, but the Snyder Bros are just gonna have to get over it, man. They already have a guy named Paramount. They already got another guy. I forgot his name, but they're set up. They're planning on. They must have a plan. At least that's what they're talking like. Cause they already got a guy to fucking replace him.
You're up. I'm coming. That's it.
Yo, how do you block?
What? Yeah. Hey. Was that it?
I'm getting booked on.
Tagging out. Here we go. Good to go. Let me handle this. Here. Come on.
I do hope you're ready.
So that's the way it's gonna be, huh? Ouch. You can do it if you insist. You're going down. Here I go.
God, Snyder account probably not even ran by him. Probably not, because most people don't run their own accounts. You know, that big anyway. And I don't. The Snyder Bros, they are convinced that the Snyderverse is going to be reboot. I don't even know what they're looking for out of the Snyderverse, to be honest. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you want to happen? What do you want them to do that's so near and dear to your heart that you need to see the Snyder Bros again, or the Snyder? You know, I thought Henry Cavill was okay. Oh, just fucking clipped me.
I would have bailed you out if you'd said something.
He was okay. Batfleck less so, but tolerable, I guess. You know, I kind of honestly, and this lets you know how much I think of Batfleck. I think fucking Robert did a better job as Batman than Batfleck, and I don't think much of y'all know I'm not a big fan of Batman 2022, but I would take that over. Batfleck had some cool action scenes, but that's not him. That's his fucking stunt man. I mean, I don't really want the Snyderverse back. That's not the answer either. James Gunn has you blocked. Wow, what a hoe. The words James Gunn blocked on every single one of the pages. What a hoe. block you. What a bitch. What a bitch. Like, I find that crazy. Like, I say that, granted, I block a bunch of stuff, right? But I consider myself a civilian. If I got you blocked, you probably posted a stupid ass short. And I just like, man, I don't feel like you don't gameplay. I'm trying to get the, like, how do you block? R1 is the block. Okay. Kept exposing mistakes. He made a lot of mistakes, and he did a lot of snake oil salesman. He kept saying, "Oh, you need to watch this to watch that." I compared it similar to Tony Khan when he first started. And every week was a new special event. It's like, "Oh, you gotta watch Creature Commandos. You want to understand Superman, or you gotta watch." Peacemaker, you want to understand Superman, and you want to understand what's going on in the rest of DC, you got to watch Peacemaker finale. And he kept saying, "Oh, you got to watch Lanterns. Now, got to watch Lanterns if you want to understand." It's like, fuck you. No, he's not gonna touch your character. Lex Luthor does have a scene. It's I saw the scene. I saw a clip of the scene where he's in jail. And he's complaining to, spoiler for that scene, because I'm sure you guys all want to see fucking Peacemaker, because 400,000 people want to see it, so of course you guys want to see it, right? But he's complaining to Rick Flag about King Shark, I guess, fucking some twink, some weird shit. I really do not like James Gunn's sense of humor. He's so trash, man. Nothing's worse than a dude who thinks he's funny and he's not. Who's painfully unfunny, but convinced of their being humorous. There are very few things as bad as that. And that is James Gunn in a nutshell, if there's anything. Yeah, you're right. The only people who wanted to see Peacemaker wanted to see John Cena. It doesn't, and think about this. John Cena in the WWE is going through what is literally his last stand, and so you would think he's probably at his as popular as he's been in recent years, and you can only get 400 to 600,000 people to watch your product. I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. Doesn't sound like you're doing too well. You know what I mean? She does too much fucking damage. And yeah, he wanted Dave Bautista first. Yeah, if you couldn't get 1 million people to watch in this day and age, you know what I mean? 1 million people were watching dude, you know what I mean? 1 million people were watching NPC TikTok stream nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't get 1 million people to watch the show. Cena is big in the tart. Cena's a British cigarette. Man, he's done some sussy boy stuff. 17 world champion, your star. He's done some stuff. I mean, shit, he'll do dancing shit for the Oscars, remember? just a few years ago, he showed up butt ass for the Oscars. 1 million people watch you talk about McDonald's. Yeah, you can get 1 million people to do goddamn anything in this day and age. Especially if you got, you know, the clout of WB and all that stuff. And with the Penguin, for better or worse, which I thought the Penguin was cool. You had as many as 3 million people watch that.
We
So
gotta keep moving. Come on.
why couldn't you get at least 1 million people to tune into Peacemaker every week? But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Yeah, the Penguin was pretty good. The Penguin was pretty good. I thought the Penguin was actually better than the Batman movie that it was based off of. Now also, that's not the
You're in good hands now.
end all be all, right? For me,
Let's see if you can dodge this.
Go on. Ready? Cool. Whoa. Get him. Come on.
Are you enjoying yourself?
This calls for a Not now. Go on.
Hear you scream.
How about you show us what you got? You can take Bingo. I'm coming. Can you take over for me? I'll take care of you. That's it. All right, I'll take a ride ahead. You take the lead. Here goes. Okay. Here it comes. Get him! Get him!
goodness, this is fucking nuts.
Just taking over. Okay, Here I go!
So right now I'm like super calling myself fucking trying to lock in.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Shh. Yo.
Don't let me down. I got this.
You ain't got nothing.
There. You're gonna regret it with me. What fun? Go on. Back off. Good luck. I'm coming. Tagging out. You won't regret this. You're going down.
I see a brother ew in the chat. I don't know what he's regarding. No. You remember anything about? I I really don't, and I'm scared to ask what happens to people playing those. Modern fandoms are cringy. That I agree with, man. You know, something, parasocial, something, Tylenol. I don't know what the hell's going on. With just the modern, you can't like shit anymore. You can't even have discussion about shit. I don't know what's going on, man. It says something.
Let me at him. Let me hear you scream. I'm not going out like this. Giving it my all.
Oh, that's so
We gotta switch it up. I'll show you what I can do.
that's a donkey dick.
Can you handle that? We'll get through this. There, bring it. Come on. Ha! Bingo.
You post some of your stories, Tylenol, yeah. I don't know what it is. This is something, you know, I'm halfway joking about the Tylenol, but I'm kind of halfway not. There is a very over obsession with everything.
Stay strong and
And just
carry
this,
on.
and listen, you know what? Some of it is, there's a shit ton of bots. That's what a good portion of it is. There's a shit ton of bots, and sometimes we're not, and they are more sophisticated than they used to be. And so that's why you see so much spur behavior, because they're trying to encourage that behavior. So that is a factor. And it's kind of a, you know, who knows? And shit, Q said it could be anywhere, what was it, 20 to 70%, some crazy number. You think about 70, if you think about if 70% of the people you interact with are bots, I mean, if you just imagine how it would really put into context why internet discourse is such a joke now. Like, no wonder. No wonder if that's what we're dealing with.
Up to you now. All set. Yes. Bring it. You're up. I'm coming.
So she said.
Not a fan of my handiwork, I take it.
Okay.
Here I go. Hit this. With me. Okay, let's go.
You little fly.
Watch yourself. I'll take care of them. Go on.
Sorry, I'm actually slightly some way kind of get somewhere with this.
I do.
No! Not again.
Are you enjoying
Was
yourself?
that it?
Big old maggot.
Sheesh. So hard getting fucking.
You can do it. I'm your strong, okay?
You little flies.
Get him! Let's go!
Oh, that gorgeous, gorgeous blood.
I got this. Eric, okay.
Do you prefer me here?
Okay.
Okay.
Someone had to go and wake the beast.
All right, that's enough.
Sorry, I'm.
I'm coming. Over here.
I have you done
Finally!
masterpiece.
And sorry, I am missing comments to finally try to do something with this fucking boss.
Did no one teach you any manners?
You've got this. Here I go. I don't like the looks of this.
Oh Jesus Christ! Take the wheel.
Okay, let's go.
Should have stayed home like good little children.
Something, who is it? Something.
I'll take care of them. This one's for you.
We can do something. I guess Ifrit is gonna. Thought I had somebody with lightning. First, you. Oh Jesus.
One more shot. Now you're in good hands now. You're going down. That's it.
What you should do is just stand right in the middle. You get smacked. All right, hold on. I'm missing too many comments. I hate missing too many comments. That's it. Check it out later tonight. Got to tone down the violence. Depending on the road, toning up was a real threat. Even without that information. Going in the comment section and argue is dumb. Fair enough. Arguing in comment sections is dumb, but leaving a comment that makes everyone argue with each other is priceless. Yeah, I know you're a troll. I have no issue with it. Prefer not Softies fans get suggestion. I wouldn't listen to it. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Oh, he said absolute Batman ripped you off Owlman. It did kind of come around the same time. But you know what though? You never fucking know. I never really thought about that. About absolute Batman ripping off Owlman. Because I haven't read haven't really read a bunch of absolute Batman. Oh goodness. Well, she's fucking.
No freaking way. I can't do all that.
Because I haven't, I'm not really impressed with what I've seen from absolute Batman personally.
Here it comes.
It's just,
I'll show you what I can do.
it might as well be fan fiction to me. I don't really see what's so special. I really do not see what's special about absolute Batman.
And catch. This one's for you.
I guess, what is it? What is the whole gimmick? The fucking Darkseid fucked up the world, and now you're the absolute universe. So, okay, that's cool, I guess.
Go on.
I'm tired of the discourse way more. Talk. Just give me something tired to enjoy. Half-baked current bullshit thing. Whoa! Everybody's got to be everyone thinks they're Anthony Fantano on everything. No disrespect to him, but everyone thinks they're this expert genius critic when it comes to video games, movies, TV shows, music. Everybody's just this sick, brilliant genius that you're just not media literate to understand. Hence why you're having so much trouble in these comment sections. You're just not cultured enough to understand the ways of the Tylenol. You know what I mean? If you had only heard every post-wave experimental album, or seen every French film, which you actually are a fairly cultured dude, since no bullshit. You know, there's a culture European stereotype. You actually are culture. You know a bunch of shit.
I know I did.
But everybody fancies themselves as some Juilliard genius now when they talk about anything. People argue about their own character. Never watched DCAU. Never Steve Ditko done. That's another thing. I just became a fan yesterday, and I know more than you. That's just gotta stop. Learn. There's no shame in learning shit. You know. I remember I got into one of these stupid ass James Gunn versus Snyder arguments. I did much better that time, so I think I can. And they said, "What would you have?" I said, "The fucking original." You remember him? Remember Christopher fucking Reeve and Richard Donner as the director? That worked, didn't it? I think if you adjust for inflation, that's like $1 billion+ movie. I don't know what the number is, but it was one of the biggest movies ever. If you adjust for inflation, so it's like I think that might work. I don't know. I'm not an expert or anything, but maybe trying to get towards that. I forgot about that. I'm wasting that. Nice, okay. I don't even have a lightning summon. Do I? Sheesh. Oh well. Whatever it is. Yeah, they think James Gunn and Zack Snyder created comics. They think comics started in 2013. It's like, bro, I don't even remember a lot of stuff from that point on. And then if you argue, oh, well, it's been in the comics. It's like, motherfucker, nobody counts that shit. If it, pretty much, I don't want to say New 52 on. I don't give a shit. Because that's a bit harsh. And that's not entirely true, but that's almost a decent. You can almost say pretty much after new 52 on, I don't really give a shit. You know what I mean? That's not a. That might be a bit extreme to say, but that's about how I feel. Like I don't have a great affinity, and even the new 52 itself, I didn't have a great affinity for. So. I don't know, man. Shout out to you if you just start. So I get it. Some people did just start getting into these characters the past 5. Some people had never saw anything DC or Marvel until 2020. There's always somebody turning 15 or 16. And I'm not James Gunn, so I'm not that interested in that. But I'm just saying from the standpoint of they don't know about something. They weren't alive when it was in its prime, and they're just trying to learn. And I respect that, but just whenever you enter a subculture, have some respect about it. Try to learn. I still find myself, I just made a synthwave EP that's going to be coming out. Monday is going to. I'm dropping it, and then it'll be out on DSP platforms. We'll do 2 weeks from Monday, whatever the date I can set. And I still I consider myself. Even though I've been making the damn genre for now a year and a half, I have a synthwave. I got hours of me streaming, making synthwave, and I still consider myself a noob because this motherfuckers has been at this shit 10, 15 years. So I gotta humble myself at this shit. It's veterans at this shit. So yeah, New 52, 14 years ago. That's what I mean. That whole era, that whole recent era, that past 14 years, I'm not really big on. Don't remind me, boy. That's what I mean. Like this whole recent era, and that's some. The past 14 years is some that all people are. There's some people that's all they know is the past 14 years. So it's like, well, I'm not trying to gatekeep or stunt. We are not the same at a very basic level. I don't understand what you like, and your scope for what these properties are is just much smaller than mine is. It just is. And I'm not trying to, oh, I'm so much better than you because I've been on Tylenol longer. Like, no, I'm just saying, like, you know, I came up with the Tim Burton and the DCAU Batman, and then saw the Nolan film. And listen, I'm willing to, and you know, I see that a lot of stuff is mixed. You know, even that Batman that a lot of people like with Robert Pattinson, man, it's still, I'm not the only one who disliked it. I can tell you that. I'm not the only one who disliked it. And, you know, speaking of that hipster shit, a lot of those motherfuckers, they just swear up and down that you just didn't get it. Like, oh man, it was boring. And it was a lot of bad decision making by the characters and by the writers. I think what that movie really was, to me, is a testament to the power of cinematography. That's why I really do want to get, you know, I gotta do music videos. I really want to learn more about cinematography. I do find well shot things. That's why I want to get I still want to get a nice camera. I'm resisting the urge to get into too much debt. I got to clear out some of this debt before I get more. But you know, it just shows how powerful that is in the storytelling medium. You can really get away with something subpar if things look pretty. If you can set up really well done shots, and it's not just cinematography, costuming, lighting, all that plays a role. But if you can set up some pretty shots, I mean, just going back to the Batman, that nothing to me is more that movie than that opening scene where he's you know, I'm vengeance, and for some reason this gang is just letting Batman solo their leader and doing nothing about it at all as he beats the shit out of him. And it looks cool, but nothing about this passes the logic test. It doesn't pass the logic test that Batman is not even thinking about stealth. Y'all make fun of me with no stealth. He's just walking up in front of him. It doesn't make the logic test that this gang is not doing anything at all as Bruce beats the shit out of this one guy. This is not going to be a good run. But we know we can do it. Like, it looks cool, but it's stupid. It's mindlessly stupid. And it doesn't make any fucking sense. And that's the story of that movie. A lot of it looks cool, but it's stupid and it doesn't make any sense. And you know, it doesn't help. There's a little bit of wokeness with Catwoman and the mayor, and then you can tell they wanted to really kill the mayor, but the exec said no, you can't do it. That made that scene where she gets clapped looks crazy, and then, you know, that's another thing. The things that some of these characters survive, including Batman himself, and then it wants to play itself as grounded, but it's anything but. I mean, I think I am ogling that Black Magic Cinema, the Pocket Cinema 4K, because you can get it used well under a K. Oh, Richard has so many different fucking projects he's working on. Got to make it for one time I spent. Yeah, I do. That's my biggest regret, that I should have had 3 or 4 projects out by now. But nope, I spent the first 3 years. And it was a regret. I followed somebody else's vision. I followed other YouTubers' visions. It wasn't totally despair for my own. I'm still talking about pop culture on some level right now. I still care about it, but it wasn't my vision. And that was not a good piece of kit. Yeah. The only thing is, I'm an amateur schlub, and it has no autofocus, which is the point, because you're supposed to set up shots, and I will be using more tripod shots than anything. I wouldn't even get a gimbal for it, or I say gimbal. They got all these little, whatever you fucking want to call them. They're gimbals. Oh yeah, that's another point, Fitz. You're right. I don't know who that incel is. But it's not fucking Riddler. And oh my God, that scene in Arkham. Ooh, one of the worst acted scenes in history. Apparently the I don't know. If I remember correctly, they shot the scene 40 times and just kind of gave up and just used the take they could use. And so the incels just clap like seals when they see that scene. But the director left that shoot thinking, man, I don't know how we're gonna push it, get them to like this bullshit. That he did not. It wasn't like, yeah, this is great. It was like, oh shit. These motherfuckers. He's going on all this other shit. And I mean, I can show y'all the scene if y'all want to see it. What bullshit ass scene I'm talking about, but boy, was that like a fucking mess, for lack of a better term. And they want to convince people, this is some great movie, this is some great piece of art. It's just, sir, I assure you, that was not art, man. I assure you. Listen, there's some cool action set pieces. There's some cool action set pieces. The Batmobile scene is pretty cool. The fight in the club when he first meets the Penguin is pretty cool. Even that stupid scene at the beginning is pretty cool. But for a movie that really wants to be taken seriously and really wants you to think of it as intellectual, it's so stupid. Keep murking motherfuckers, yeah. Ooh, Richard, that's a decent question. And honestly, when you say that, I would say watching the Penguin really, like, the Penguin could have not been the Penguin and not it have been a totally different series for HBO Max. And it would have been just the same. I was well acted. I will give you that. But that series kind of gives you that feeling like, I wonder if this was supposed to be something else and they turned it into Penguin. It wouldn't shock me if the Batman was supposed to be something else. It did happen with Joker, allegedly. It wouldn't shock me if that was supposed to be something else.
You all right?
Yeah, that was art, and it just not the writing department. I mean, listen, I thought the cinematography was pretty good. I keep going back to that because I think that is what the draw is. That, and listen, shout out to Kurt Cobain. They're getting a lot of mileage out of his song.
Watch yourself. Here goes.
They got a lot of mileage out of that fucking song. And it was, okay, I'll give you some cool, the intro where he looks at the, the mayor gets killed and he's at the crime scene and you can tell it's like supposed to, I thought that was, instead of going and doing the fucking origin a trillion times and us seeing Batman's parents die, him just looking at the kid and you getting, okay, this is like a reflection. That was decent. That was decent storytelling. Like, okay, that was a much better way of doing the origin instead of the basic bitch way. Where it's like, okay, you get why he's looking at this kid like that. He sees himself in this kid. That was decent. There's little shit like that. But I think, golly, there's a lot of stupid. There's just so much more stupid in this movie. So overall, I wouldn't recommend it. If you really gotta watch it, man, if you really want to see a good Batman movie, check out 89. Honestly, even with The Dark Knight, and I love The Dark Knight, and that might still be my favorite movie. If I said, hey, I want to watch one movie one movie I want to really understand Batman, and that's not 100% faithful to the comics or anything. And he kills in there, and you're not going to kill. But just check out Batman. You know, I don't think you're going to get more dollar for dollar entertainment out of a movie that had or if you don't mind animation, that leaves a lot of options. Obviously, Mask of the Phantasm, and I would, Mask of the Phantasm, Batman, Superman, Public Enemies, and what's the other one they did? Those two Batman, Superman animated films they did. That'll get you everywhere you need to be if you need to see a Batman film. The Batman, it's cool, man. And yeah, I hadn't even thought about what you said. It would not shock me if that script started out as a totally different property. Someone said, you know what? Instead of doing a real crime drama, let's just make it Batman. And then it starts from there, and it just becomes a fucking nightmare. There's a Batman, Batwoman, Batman Red Hood. Yeah, that Red Hood one was pretty good. There's a few good animated ones. There's some misses in the animated department. They're not all great.
Gotta heal first.
The DCAU did an episode of Justice
Lend me
League.
your strength. You're up. So it's my turn? Let me handle this.
Yeah, Cobblepot they're supposed to be another one of Gotham's wealthy families, but instead they made him a street. You said they mixed it with Tony Solid. Okay. Yeah, they did change his origin. That's why I said it wouldn't shock me if what you said about Batman is true about Penguin, where that started out as a different property and they adapted it for Penguin.
Bless them with your love and
Because that was something I thought as I watched it. Yeah, and they did change his origin. Which, listen, you don't have to be super faithful to everything all the damn time as long as you do good shit.
I do hope.
Jeez.
Just hang on. I'm coming. Let's finish this.
Oh, Tony Soprano. Okay. Just gave him Tony Soprano. Yeah, it was a lot like Tony Soprano. I didn't even think about that.
Gorgeous blood. I'm coming.
Yeah, I didn't really. It was Tony Solid. I didn't know who that was. That was maybe one of like a. But yeah, it actually is a little more Tony Soprano than you really think. Yeah. So.
Stay strong, okay? Okay. It's your turn. I'm your one-stop clobbering shop. This calls for a smite and
But yeah, basically that's why I said I wonder if this was a different property that they adapted. They changed it. I didn't hate again. I thought it was fine. I thought it was better than the movie.
tagging out. You won't regret
No way there was scenes like, okay, please really get out of this. He'd be fucked. You know what I'm saying? But you just live with it for whatever. There's a few spots where, nah, they'd have got his ass. he's trying to keep up so many different fronts with so many different people.
I'll take care of you.
That's kind of what the gimmick is.
Breathe.
This shit.
Up to you now. All set.
That, yeah, he's a good point. He never gets the damn umbrella with the blade and the gun. It's like they don't want to, because it's real and grounded, man. It's serious, man. You don't get it, man.
Keepa, I'm in. Here it comes. Yoo-hoo. Here I go.
Shout out Meadow Soprano. Shit. I want Tony Soprano. Yeah, you can watch the original Sopranos. No, they didn't write it better. It doesn't really have the same. It's a bit more extreme and a little bit. Again, I don't know why they think the world they're building is grounded. It is not. I don't know. I don't understand. Do they know? I guess going back to a lot of people have not been fans. They've only been fans of these properties since 2008. And so they took what's grounded to them just means less CG. That's all grounded really means. They don't really understand, like, okay, this isn't real. Like, this is not even a fictional, like, obviously it's not real, but like this has nothing to do with regular reality. And that's not to say something like, you know, even something like The Wire. I mean, Omar was damn near a superhero in The Wire, super anti-hero. But even still, it's like, okay, there are stick-up kids. There are people who just rob drug dealers. These people exist. It's based on something in reality where it's just like, something like The Penguin is just completely fantastical. It's crime fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Which, hey, some of, you can argue, what's his name? Made a living off crime fantasy. Tarantino.
So little time.
Right? So there's nothing wrong with crime fantasy, but it is indeed fantasy. It is not
Seriously?
some like real based, you know, or like grounded, gritty. Which I hate that term to describe anything. But just because you use dark lighting doesn't mean you're gritty or grounded. It just means you're using dark or minimal lighting.
Play with
You know what I mean?
You'll get burned.
No way.
Yes, way. My boss is James Bond. But yeah, he has fantastic elements. Just like you said, the fucking what you call it?
Feeling pretty weak.
The oh my god, the umbrella. You know, that's, you know, you could, on one regard, the umbrella can help him fly. It could be a knife. It could shoot out. You know what I mean? It's like a James Bond gadget. You know what I'm saying? That umbrella. You can do anything with that fucking thing.
One more shot.
That's you know, that's part of his gimmick.
Go on.
Should have stayed home like sensible children.
Hey, it's not funny. Great. Just great.
Shit.
No sleeping on the job. Wide awake now.
Please get this shit off.
Let the wind cry over.
Shit!
So that's the way it's gonna be, huh?
Oh.
You're hurt. That's it.
Fuck. That's it for this one.
Ready to
Shit.
rebellion.
Let me see. Yeah, you can feel. Don't put the links here. I mean, if you really need a link and you don't know where to go, our piracy worst case scenario. Reddit/piracy has a bunch of links. Negroni babies, oh Lord. Well, let's see. Fun fact: jump off the 5th floor story is real. Oh wow. Holy shit! I didn't know that. They even moved it down a floor in the wire. They thought it would look like superhero shit. Holy shit! That is pretty crazy. We talking about some super shit. Maybe I'm wrong. Shit. Fuck. That is nuts. Arkham City Penguin was your favorite penguin? Mine is actually what's it called? Batman 2004. That's my favorite penguin. How do I feel about Grand Slam champions these days? It's not a big accomplishment. And I don't understand how they're retconning that John Cena is not a Grand Slam champion because he didn't win an Intercontinental. Grand Slam used to just be 4 belts. He's won the tag team. He's won the original world. He's won the WWE, and he ran the US. That was good enough for Grand Slam at one point. So they're trying he didn't win the Intercontinental. It wasn't 4 single belts. It was just 4 belts. Usually a tag team would count. So I don't understand that. That's one thing somebody needs to explain to me. Bringing back Robin would help. Like this idea that Batman went a long time without Robin. Robin will be public domain he is public domain the same year Batman is. The first Batman #1, there's Detective Comics, was it 39 or 19 or whatever it is, where Batman first appeared. But the first Batman comic with Batman #1, where it's Batman by itself in his first comic, Robin appears. That's the ambiguously gay duo. No, they changed that. It was not... that was what it actually... Well, you're right. It was the European IC tagging world. That was the first version of Triple Crown of the Grand Slam, because I think Shawn Michaels was the first to do it. I'm almost 100% sure Shawn Michaels was the first. So that was the original. Then it became, if you could just win 4 of those belts, you're a Grand Slam. And now it's like, oh, well, it's 4. I'm like, what the hell? I remember the biggest gay duo. Hollywood would love to go full-on gay Batman. I mean, that's what they did with George Clooney. They gave him nipples. They kept showing his ass. That was a fever dream, that Clooney one. We could do the based Robin and liberal Batman story. That would be great. That we whatever we came up with for a couple episodes back in the day. We were just talking shit. Batman is this rich, out of touch, champagne liberal Tim Drake. I don't know which Robin we decide. I don't know if it's Tim Drake or Grayson or Todd or whoever. But yeah, that would actually be funny. This fight does. Like, damn it, bro. Fuck. I gotta take this long to lose? Shit.
This one's for you. Hey, come on now. Thanks for that. This called for a smite. Hey, how you like this? How you like this? Got you now. Come on, don't give up. Get lost! Little maggot! That looks good.
Run.
How you like
I want a moving target.
But I got a bolt. Let me hear you scream.
Maggot.
With the power of his providence. How you like this? Here I go. Do me proud. Let's go.
I am silent because I'm like, maybe, just maybe, I can finally get through this stupid hole. Go about my life. You want racist Alan Scott?
No, I mean, I'm surprised. I guess I'm not now, but even with Captain America, they never did anything, you know, 'cause he was from the 40s, comes back in the 20s, 2010s, and there's never like even a joke that I can remember. Does anybody, you know, ever remember like a racial joke? Like, I mean, even deals with Falcon. It's never like you're one of the good ones or some shit like that. Some silly, you know. I think that's what you're looking for because they did that in what they had in Justice Society, DCAU. Like, do your people proud, son. You know, that accidental, like, I'm trying to be an ally, but I sound more racist saying this shit than if I had said nothing at all. And there's never a moment like that. After a certain point, you know, Captain America's been here for like 15 years, and then it's like, okay, it's not as serious, but.
There.
And Winter Soldier, they could have been serious. That would have been the one. That would have been the movie to have. Unless there's this moment it was subtle and I missed it.
You little flies.
That would have been the one to do it in. I'm not like vying for racism.
Watch yourself. I'll take
It's
care
just.
of them.
I mean, come on, the guy was
For you. It's your turn.
frozen in
You
fucking
insist?
40s.
Go on.
Comes back to the 2020s, is a totally different era. Like, yeah, you would think that has some impact.
This will be quite the show.
It's almost weirder that there was nothing said of it. Then he actually immediately started taking orders from a black dude and Nick Fury. There was nothing. There was no. He would have never had a black superior in the 40s. Never. And again, I'm not looking to have some crazy moment, but for there to be nothing at all, it almost made it crazier. Believe it or not. Whatever. It is what it is. No, I don't want Peggy. No. What the hell? We're not. I do not have an ethno fetish. No. I think ethno fetishes are fucking weird as shit. He got. Yeah, he did. And yeah, I know he was never racist in the comics. So why would he be now? But to not even have a misunderstanding of anything.
How did you?
You're humming.
Those statistics are overblown.
Let's see how you look in black. Kinda hurt. Brace yourself.
This one's for you.
Did no one teach you manners?
Shoot.
We can't have you getting bored now, can we?
I don't like the looks of this.
Believe
the racial degenerate Olympics alone for now. I'll try to go back to this classic anime waifu. I'm getting these waifus. Who was it that used to get fucking mad when the waifus was getting their ass beat? Was it Boosh? I'm sorry, Boosh. The waifus was getting their ass beat today. Waifus are getting whooped on today.
You willing to step up for us?
Corporal Robert and shit live Batman needs to happen. And you know what? That's something I could do as AI. Now that we all have that ability, we could always, you know, one of us could just do a fucking AI. To be 1,000.
Go on. Hey. I'll be fine. Not throwing in the towel.
I think I already lost.
We gotta switch it up. Take care of them.
This shit is too fucking hard. Yeah. Dodge into it.
Just wish I could have.
Shadow Hendricks can play Batgirl. No, I'm not supporting AI, but I mean, like, if we could do that skit with AI. I don't agree with that, Cotton. I don't agree with that at all. I think I don't know. Have I been at this bar for 2 hours? Pretty much. And I'm getting to my tap out point. Oh, yeah, that is another weird thing about James Gunn. He wants his wife. He likes seeing his wife get fucked by other guys. And he put that in Peacemaker. Because you say, I mean, for one, like, America's just one country. Like, I'm pretty sure Indian and Chinese people who don't like each other have a totally different view on what you just said. As far as they only care about racism. It's not like some, you know, and then you know, a lot of them, you know, in each other's country and shit. It's not like they deal with that shit. Like, oh, you know what? You're not white. It's okay. Call me a G. Like, I'm sure that's not happening. Eyes Wide Shut was a documentary, which is why 40 minutes from it is missing. He's a weirdo. He's such a weirdo. His wife was in the Peacemaker, and she had some makeout scenes with John Cena. It's like, and he wanted Dave Bautista, which obviously you get it from Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, that was his guy. But what do John Cena and obviously Dave Bautista just had his weight loss thing. But what they had in common is they're both super freak jacked humans. So he has some weird thing about having these super freak jacked humans naked with his wife. And yeah, his hair does look fake. I don't think that's his real hair. And Dave said, yeah, he said, Batista said no. This is gonna be my last time. I'm gonna fight this bitch until I die. Everybody does hate everybody, unfortunately. Why? Tell him that is human nature. Everybody loves everybody at the same time. That's not true. You know how I know that's not true? Because Nick Fuentes is got, like, nobody like, Nick Fuentes has taken the N-word. He says it more than I do. he's owned the N-word, and he's more popular than ever. So I guess he's technically Mexican. So whatever. And we let Fat Joe say it. He was Puerto Rican. Whatever. Yeah, that's, your mom's Japanese. She hates Korean and Chinese. That's a thing. There's a lot of things.
So it's my turn. And catch. This one's
Not the Irish and the British have always got along, or the Irish and the Irish, or the Irish and the Scots. They haven't been peaceful. So I mean, I almost don't even want to play out this turn, guys. I'm so sick of playing this bitch. I'm so sick of fighting this bitch. It's been cool talking to y'all. This could have been a fucking casual. I'm just so sick of putting all my brain power, going silent for 10 minutes, then just, I fucked up. I think my next death is gonna be my last one. I might have to beat this bitch pause off screen. This is why I've got 50 plus hours in this game, and I'm not fucking nowhere. This shit just takes forever. You just don't have the, when you're younger, you got the stamina for shit like this, man. And it's cool. I don't even have the stamina I did when I first started streaming. I'm just not that guy, pal. I'm not. Play Arkham City. That would be easier. That'd be the easiest thing to play. Is Arkham City. But an accurate Aquaman movie sale. Maybe. I mean, that last one, the last Aquaman movie was all about hoes wanting to see Jason Momoa without a shirt. That's what sold that movie. And I don't even think, like, that was obviously what was trying to sell that movie. That was not even, there was no debate on what that was about, right? That was the goal. Let's get this Roman Reigns looking motherfucker without a shirt and a bunch of thirsty housewives will go see it with their husbands who like comic books and go see it with their families. That was the gimmick. And that's why it ended up, being one of the more successful superhero movies of DC or Marvel, period. Because of that marketing.
There. Come on. Bring it.
That was that gimmick there. It was like, hey, I always want to see this dude without a shirt, but it's still kind of family friendly. And so they made over $1 billion, maybe more than that. You hate JLU Aquaman? Aquaman must be I don't know what race Jason Momoa is. Oh, they made Namor Mexican.
Over here.
Or whatever. I don't know if he's Mexican.
You won't regret this. How you like this? Gotta stick it out till the end.
Shouldn't gave him OG design. Yeah, I'd rather they gave him the OG design in Superman, and then they fucked it up for the JLU. He was okay. I didn't hate him.
I'm here.
I won't go that far, but honestly, my favorite Aquaman is probably still Brave and the Bold. Batman Brave and the Bold. Which honestly, Brave and the Bold kind of was a Justice League cartoon by another name.
I'll take care of him. One more shot.
Worst super friend ever. Yeah, they've since given him more powers, like than just talking to fish. Like, he has super strength, and then he has some new weird ability. I think he can mess with blood. But back in the day, it was like, oh, he could just talk to fish. Like what? He said Brave and the Bold was JLU parody. It kind of was.
yourself. Please shoot, little fly.
All right, I'm calling it, guys. I can't do. My patience is out. I don't have the patience. I'll just keep doing it.
Let me hear you scream.
You always had superhero strength. You always had super strength. It wasn't allowed to hit people. And Super Friends, I see.
I'm not going out like this.
You actually are going out like this. I guess this is exactly how you're going out. Is what I'm trying to tell you. You should make one with a fish a race to each other. Just try to stop a fish race war. You guys and your racism. All right, guys. This has been we've made no fucking progress. None whatsoever. But we talked a little bit about racism, James Gunn, cuckoldry, Tylenol. Speaking of racism, we racially classified women. So I mean, it was a successful stream. So in any event, black supremacist baby unaliving Black Manta. Is that part of Aquaman lore? Yeesh. Yeah, some of these lores, you know, just because it was in the comic doesn't mean you should do it. As that, because that sounds awful. Yes. Oh, boy. Just because it was in the comic don't mean you should do it. In any event, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe. That was pre-crisis, too. Holy shit. But even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night. God bless. I'll talk to all you guys later. Zeus is whining. They thought I sold you, Zeus, for gambling money. I don't know if you can hear him. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Can you hear him? Zeus, talk to the people, Zeus. Okay, you probably can't hear him. All right. In any event, I'm out of here. Peace. You stink, Zeus. You stink.